What's up, Joey?
Hey, how are you?
Hey, nothing. How you
You
feel?
know,
You just got out of hibernation?
yeah, literally.
How you
I
hibernate, man?
they I thought it was Pacific time, but I'm in Brooklyn, so it ain't Pacific time. So
All that happens. You in Brooklyn, you was hibernating, you was in the cave, and it's
exactly.
all good. We out now.
Listen, I haven't had to wear pants in like a year, so listen, I was sleeping a little late. It
Oh,
happens.
good. That's what I
Yeah,
love that style. Good.
exactly. It's how we roll at this point. Congratulations on the film. I actually have it's got to be interesting for you. Obviously, it's not why you take a role or what you necessarily look for, but two of the roles I think a lot of people will have seen you in the last year is Captain Caveman and in a Coming to America sequel. Just sort of reminding people of things they maybe haven't seen in a while. Like, is that kind of just cool in a way to go? Oh, I'm playing things that maybe like people as a kid watched, and now they're adults showing their kids like, oh, this is what I
It's
liked.
nostalgia. And
Yeah.
it's because we grew up on Captain Caveman and Coming to America. So it sparks nostalgia. It's good. I like that.
Right. For sure. When the script came along, how much of it is okay? I want to see if this is a good movie, and how much of it is shit? I want to be in this movie because you
Who
know.
did want to be? Come on, man. That's a crazy question, Joe. That's coming to America too. Who didn't want to be in that?
Oh yeah,
That's Eddie. He's one of my comedy idols. He's one of my comedy heroes. Of
oh
course, I
yeah.
want to share, before I leave this planet, I wanted to share screen time. I've had a long, beautiful career. I never got to work with Eddie. Now I could say that I shared screen time with one of the greatest.
Oh
My
yeah.
great grandkids is gonna see that.
And what I think is got to be really fun for you is not only do you get to be in the movie, so a
No,
franchise
for
you
me, it's an honor
yeah,
to
but I
be his
think even
friend, to be his friend,
yeah,
to be Eddie. Eddie is the sweetest dude, smartest dude I know. Like literally, no exaggeration, that I know besides my daddy.
yeah,
That
that's
man, his memory, just his wisdom, just his knowledge, and Arsenio too. They're
mhm.
my friends. So to work with your friends, I consider them family.
Oh yeah, and you get to play a character that sort of looks at them in that same way. You get to sort of walk on set.
My nephew.
Yeah,
Look at my character, my relationship with my nephew is my job. No matter where you go, nephew, I remember I was in the room with him.
mm,
And this is just a backstory. Uncle Rain was sitting with his nephew. And I told him, don't ever forget. I just told him that. We had a good day at the stadium, scalping tickets, and we
yeah,
came across a bunch of money. We came off. And he was happy. He's gonna get his girlfriend. And I looked at him while we was counting money. I said, yo, don't ever forget where you come from.
yeah.
So
It's
now he's out in Zamunda. They trying to turn my nephew into something that he's not.
yeah,
That's why he had to come back to Queens to get his uncle. Because I
yeah.
was the only male figure in his life for a long time. I raised that boy, and I made it a point in the movie to keep saying that. I raised him.
Yeah,
I raised him, and I'm a good man.
oh yeah, it's something.
Hustler, but I ain't taking nothing from nobody. I'm just trying
Yeah,
to get mine.
oh yeah, could really easily be a character that's just there for the joke, but has that underlying issue of like, wait, no, I'm the
Yo,
father
you know,
figure.
when we first started doing it, they tried to give me, remember they tried to give me the pimp glass? And I said, no, that's not Uncle Rain.
Yeah,
Don't goof his character up. I take pride in what I do in my career. He don't do that. He's a hustler,
yeah,
but he never took nothing from nobody. He don't owe nobody nothing. He just found a way to make money,
yeah.
and he
What's
blesses his nephew with that.
yeah? It's the
All his character is.
right. It's the difference between a very familiar character, especially if you live in New York, like, or a
You
comedy
know,
character.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Probably,
Listen,
probably lived down a block from where I was born and raised.
I'm down by Coney Island, so I'm all
Oh,
the way down.
I was born and raised in Marlboro Projects
Yep, there we
for the
go.
first 9 years of my life.
Yep,
Still Avenue, across the street from Lafayette.
yep. I went to Lincoln.
See, I know where you at. You
Yeah,
down there by Stephon.
yep. I went to school with his cousin, with
Yeah,
Sebastian.
what you call him? He was nice in ball.
Yeah, he's a decent player. I was a shitty baseball player, so it was a little different.
Don't be so hard on yourself, bro.
Oh
You
no,
know,
I was a bench player. I'll
keep the
trust me.
ball and play. That's all you
Yeah.
gotta do.
Oh yeah. Though I got to say, it was the weirdest scene in the movie. It was to watch a crowd by Madison Square Garden. How that became the weirdest thing you could possibly see in a movie about a fictional country.
That's
That's
St.
tells you
John.
something about where we are.
St. John's is playing. We got seats. We
Yeah.
got tickets.
Oh yeah.
We got tickets.
I think something about this role that I think really works for you is you're the character, like you said, is a hustler. I think you as an actor are a hard worker. I love you in Cop Out, and that's I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan, and I also know that like that's a movie where very easily it could be like one person seems to be doing a lot more work than the other, and it doesn't work. But there's just something about watching you put full effort in, whether it's a lead role there or here where 7 scenes maybe, but the impact is the same. I think it's a really underrated quality. So
That's all you want to do. You want to be a game changer when you're in there. You want to play hard defense. You want to get rebounds. You want to do all that. And that was my job.
oh yeah.
I just
I
wanted,
think-
all felt that way. Leslie and all of us felt that way. We wanted to really meet the expectations of the Kevin Misha and Greg Brewer, me, Leslie, and all of us new people. We were very proud and happy to be there and chosen and selected to be in this movie. And
Right.
I asked at one point when we were rapping, I asked Eddie Murphy, I said, "Are you happy?" He said, "I'm happy." And I said, "I'm happy for your happiness."
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure how many times over the years could he have made a version he wouldn't have been happy with?
Yeah, well, this was the time, and yeah, absolutely. And we all really proud of this movie and happy that we got to all spend time, and Arsenio and Eddie and Wesley, and I got to be on screen with them. I'm good.
Yeah. And it's gonna show up at oddly the right time, even though the world ended and all that.
Joey, I
But,
need to ask you a question.
all right, do it.
See the movie?
I have.
What'd you think?
I liked it. I was
Do we
always
get a do we get a green light?
yeah. I enjoyed. You know what it was? I was waiting to figure out before I watched it, just knowing, okay, there's going to be a son or a daughter, which version are you going to go with? And I found an interesting way to mix and match.
Anticipation.
What's the thing?
Anticipation. Anticipation is making me wait. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Anticipating.
You know what it was? If you want, if the best thing is if you watch the trailer for the original movie right before you watch the sequel, you can sort of see how. All right, obviously we make a movie slightly differently. The production values are slightly differently, but the vibe is very similar, and that goes a long way. Because how many times? I mean, even just as someone who's probably on the couch watching a movie on on a day.
It was a fairy tale.
Yeah. And how many times can you end up seeing something that's not?
It was the same fairy tale as the first one.
Yeah.
If you're not being a critic, if you're not judging, you enjoy it because it's a fairy tale. Boy meets girl, girl meets boy, boy loses girl, boy go get girl back. Boy goes back to Queens and get girl.
Yeah.
It was the same thing.
Oh yeah. And
This is fun. And then you
and I
got
think
me and Leslie and all of us in there. It
Yeah.
all makes sense and it's great.
For sure. I think it's the way that you make the movie that makes sense as a sequel as opposed to makes sense as a business project. Or okay, Eddie needs a new movie. What can we do? Or this property is going to go to someone else. We don't make a movie. It's, yeah,
30 years.
Exactly. If it was
years.
about the money, they would have made it already.
30 years.
Exactly.
Eddie about the paper. Eddie about his craft and his work. That's
Yeah.
why he's one of the greatest.
Exactly. I on the other hand need the money, so he's a better man than I because I would have jumped at the first opportunity.
No way.
No, you think higher of me than I do, but
let me tell you something. Money don't make you happy, man.
that's true.
You
It
do
helps.
it happy. You
Try my
happy.
best.
Money just gives you choices. That's it.
Fair point. Well, congratulations on this. This was an excellent choice on your part, and thank you for this. Like I said, always a pleasure to talk about a fun movie as opposed to the stuff that makes you cry.
Big Joey. They're counting down the days on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
This is going to be big, man. I'm looking forward. Thank you. God
Appreciate
bless
it.
you. Stay safe.
Thank you.